Imagine this. A person works so much that they actually die from exhaustion. It's not a story from a movie. It's a very real problem in Japan. There is a special word for it here, karoshi. This literally means death by overwork. As you can see around me, Japanese cities are busy. This is the country of great cars, amazing electronics, and incredible economy growth. But today we need to talk about the hidden cost of all this success. We need to talk about karoshi. Why does this happen? How bad this situation is? And what is the government doing? By the end of this video, you will understand the real story behind Japan's famous hard-working culture. But before we continue, if you want to learn this culture with me, please subscribe to this channel. It helps me a lot. Now let's get to back. First, let's look at the fact. Karoshi is not just a general word. It's a legal definition for death caused by too much work. Doctors and lawyers in Japan divide it into two main categories. This first category is death from physical illness. This means things like heart attacks or strokes because a person is chronically tired and stressed. The second category is even more sad. It's called karo jisatsu. This means a worker takes their own life because the mental pressure from work too high. How much work are we talking about? In Japan, the danger zone is called the karoshi line. If an employee works more than 80 hours of overtime per month, they are in danger zone. Many workers go far beyond that. The official government numbers are shocking. Every year, they recognize hundreds of karoshi cases. For example, in recent years, they reported about 200 deaths from physical illness and about 200 cases of work-related suicide. However, many experts, lawyers, and families say these official numbers are wrong. They say the real numbers is much higher, maybe even 10,000 deaths every year. This is why is there such a huge difference? Because it's very difficult to prove in court that a death has caused only by work. Companies also try very hard to hide the evidence. They often blame personal problems. When a worker takes their life, instead of admitting it was the 100 hours of overtime they did the month before. Now you might ask, why do they do it? Why don't they just quit? Answer is complex. In Japanese corporate culture, the pressure to work is enormous. It's not usually a boss telling you directly to work all night. It's a subtle, powerful pressure that comes from old traditions and modern competition. Here, the team is more important than the individual. This creates a pressure to conform and to always show loyalty. People think that if they are not always at work, they are not committed to the company and they are not good team member. There is a very difficult rule in many traditional companies. You cannot leave the office until your boss leaves. If your boss stays until 10 p.m. just to look busy, you must stay until 10 p.m. too. Even if you have no work to do, leaving on time at 5 p.m. is seen as being lazy. Another huge problem is saabisu zangyou. This translates to service overtime. This is the dirtiest secrets of Japanese corporate life. It means workers are forced to work many hours without getting paid for it. Companies are masters at hiding this. They made workers punch out on their time cards at 5 p.m. and then the workers must continue working for another 5 hours for free. This means the official government data on working hours is not correct. The Japanese government is very scared about this situation. Why? Because Japan has the oldest population in the world and one of the lowest birth rates. They cannot afford to lose their workers to death from exhaustion. In 2019, they passed a new work style reform law. In 2019, they passed a new work style reform law. This was a very big step. For the first time, it put legal caps on overtime hours. Generally, it is 45 hours a month. If a company breaks this rule, they can be penalized. But this law has many problems. Many smaller businesses do not follow the rule. Also, a cultural mindset is very hard to change. Many workers feel they still have to work too much, either to prove they are loyal or because their workload is still too high. If they cannot work overtime in the office, they just take the work home or hide in internet cafe to do it. What is the current state? Karoshi is still a very real danger. It is a tragic symptom of a society that has valued money and economic growth over human life for a long time. But the new laws and public discussions prove that change is slowly happening. The younger generation in Japan is starting to prioritize their own happiness over loyalty to company. As we finish this topic, think about your own situation, your health, your relationships, and your happiness are the most important things. A job, even a great one, is not worth your life. Japan is learning these lessons the hard way. Let's hope we can all learn from this tragedy and create a better balance between work and life. And I would like to thank you all for watching my video right here. So I recorded this video after my working hours, so please subscribe and support my channel. Thank you for watching this video.